The App Store is the world's largest app marketplace.
CarPlay will also support third-party navigation apps.
Oh, hey, we made it.
All right. You get the point. Apple's annual developers conference was a little bit different this year. And by different, I mean there was no live audience, and it was streamed. Yes, my dog was finally able to attend. What wasn't different? 2 hours of new software features for your iPhone, iPad, Watch, and Mac. I've rounded up the biggest announcements by operating system, marking what I think are the most exciting features, and added some crowd responses, for old time's sake. And also marking the most meh features. Yes, denoted by crickets. First up, iOS 14. The biggest change? You can now decorate and organize your home screen. There's a new feature called App Library, which will group your apps into categories, so you don't have to make your own folders or flip through pages and pages of icons. Your main home screen can now be customized with widgets too, like weather or your calendar. I'm also excited about the new messages features. You can now pin your most important chains, and you can reply to specific messages in line. Also great, a new translation tool.
What are your store hours? ¿Cuáles son las horas de su tienda?
The math stuff? Well, Siri no longer takes up the whole screen. Sure, that's great, but it's not useful if the assistant isn't any smarter.
Sorry, I didn't quite get that.
And then there are more ways to customize your memojis, including with a mask. Because... I have to say I was super excited about all the WatchOS 7 features we heard about today, though I was left expecting some more too. Yes, it's finally getting sleep tracking. Like other wearables, it will show you your periods of sleep and when you wake up. And if you're worried about battery life, well, it will remind you to charge when you wake up.
Apple Watch is the first watch to deliver automatic detection when you start washing your hands and sensing of how long you actually wash.
Yeah, this is pretty great, because counting yourself during hand washing is hard. I can't say I'm psyched about this. Plus, with the global pandemic going on, I was expecting to hear more about some health features. Perhaps that will come with the next watch hardware release. iPadOS didn't get as many features as in years past, but Apple did fix some long-time problems. An incoming call will no longer take over the whole screen. You can also search from anywhere. The Apple Pencil unlocks a whole bunch of new handwriting features. So instead of having to switch between typing and writing, you can now use the scribble feature to write into search fields and more. Yes, things seem to be more easily accessible, but getting around is still confusing in iPadOS. Also, where's the multi-user support for the iPad, Apple? Parents have wanted this for years, and not on the Apple TV. And lastly, there is a lot of buzz around the next version of macOS, called Big Sur. The operating system is getting a full visual overhaul. The biggest news is that Apple's moving its Macs from Intel processors to its own Apple silicon. Why are they doing this?
When we make bold changes, it's for one simple yet powerful reason. So we can make much better products.
Well, specifically it should make battery life better. And yes, there will be other major performance improvements, and the ability to run iPhone and iPad apps natively on the Mac. Apple is working with app makers now to start the transition, and it will ship the first Mac later this year with the new chips. But Tim Cook also said there would be more Intel Macs coming soon. My reaction to this is both a little and a little. All in all, it was a pretty packed keynote, without me having to go to a packed theater to hear the news, and listen to a lot of superfluous clapping. I'm not sure why we haven't been attending Apple events this way for years.